Welcome to Game 6 versus the Tennessee Volunteers, which they are ranked number 20 in the country, and this is just SEC conference play. I mean, every team we face is going to be a challenge because our conference is just built different, but so are we, and our guys are ready for the challenge. So woo Pig Sooie!
A live look at D.W. Reynolds Razorbacks Stadium. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with Tennessee's head coach before the game. One of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Razorbacks will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteers offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Deshaun Bishop found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Got a man, it's Matthews. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, what you know about Josh Heupel in this offense is they're explosive, and they always seem to have a dude outside at wide receiver. They normally have multiple.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. There's some room. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
It really is no mystery. And Race, obviously, we were talking about this guy in the open, and already he's getting the ball, and already he's making...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play-action fake. Fires left. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Gets it to him on the screen. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be fourth down. The Volunteers will line up to punt it away. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
So Arkansas's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. We'll be seeing plenty of this guy, Sutton Smith. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run.
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Running inside, it's Smith. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Might have a chance. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run inside. It's Smith. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Caught, and he's got room.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Razorbacks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Motion from the wideout. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football.
Trying to take it back. Give him 96 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's a little room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jackson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Jackson will throw. Right on the money. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 3 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Longhorns with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. Make it 2 straight victories, and though their quest for perfection is over, this team is still very much alive in the playoff picture. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big 12. And now over to your game in Fayetteville. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. And with that, let's hear another hog call and send it back to the guys in Razorback Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Finding some room. To the house. Touchdown, Arkansas. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead at week 6.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a 74-yard touchdown run. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Bishop. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Vols moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. They'll operate out of split backs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Maybe a crease. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And the Volunteers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Bishop. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Vols trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Vols!
And Finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The run inside. It's Smith. Makes it past the marker. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll give it to him again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Smith. On the move at the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Run in the red zone, it's Smith. Maybe got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. This dude has just put his snout down, sharpened up those horns, and run through the defense. Another touchdown for this Hog running back.
I mean, how awesome is it? You know it's coming. You know he's the featured guy, but that's how good Arkansas is up front. Able to pave lanes, play physical, and just run the dang football.
And he added the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're...
He's going to throw deep right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, looking for the completion. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big. And
fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.